Hello and welcome to the TechRaptor YouTube channel. Here we are today to talk about the PlayStation State of Play. We're going to do a little bit of a pre-roll, pre-chat, talk our predictions, and then we're going to roll on. I am Andrew Stretch. I'm the senior content manager at TechRaptor, and with me today is
Andrew Otten, editor-in-chief.
Christian Buckley, social lead.
Okay, so this
Right.
is kind of Sony's big first thing of the year. We've just had the PSVR2 launch, and we know that we're going to see some of that. We know that we're going to get 15 minutes of the Suicide Squad kills the Justice League. But Otten, what are your predictions? What are you hoping to see at this?
I don't know. I just had a realization. We got the Boomer, this guy, the Zoomer, that guy, and then we got, I don't know, I guess you're the Gen Z guy. You're just default. You're not, I know, but that's the role you're playing today.
I'm on the
That's
cusp.
right.
I'm on the cusp.
Yeah.
I don't know what to define it as. Everything I look up is like 97 to 99. Who knows? I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
It's all bullshit. It was really
exactly.
easy to figure out when there was like a world war and large like defining ages.
Sure.
And now it's just like internet, I guess.
Yeah. Anywho, honestly, because I just got a PSVR 2, I'm just want to see some cool shit for that selfishly. So,
Are you? Do you have fingers crossed for Alex?
oh god, that would make the event for me if Alex was coming. If they announced coming at some point, that'd be great. That's definitely the one VR thing that it's top of the list. Beat Saber would be awesome too for coming to VR 2. I mean, they already said it's coming, but like having a date would be cool. If not like today.
It's awesome. Anything non VR that you're hoping to see?
I know we're kind of in the middle of no man's land for Sony's big IPs, where they're all kind of just put something out, or I mean, I guess Spider-Man 2 is on the horizon and stuff like that, and Wolverine, but I don't know. I don't expect to see them.
Before we got going, Chris, you had a prediction about something first party that we'd see.
Oh,
I did.
Yeah, the Last of Us,
Did I? What was I talking about?
the multiplayer.
oh, I mentioned
I know,
multiplayer.
Oh,
I
is
was
that
bringing
you?
that up.
Oh,
for
well,
part
Never
two,
mind.
just because we haven't heard about it in forever, I don't expect to hear of it today. But it's weird that when would they first show that? Was like the game, not this most recent Game Awards, but the ones before that, wasn't it? I think
It was the
It's been a while.
Summer Game Fest. Keeley was like,
it was
"Well,
Summer
you're
Game.
working
I
on a
was one of those.
multiplayer game, right?" And Neil was like,
And
"Yeah."
they showed a concept art, and that was it.
Yeah.
So who knows?
What do you think when we finally do see the multiplayer? What do you think the over under is on a Pedro Pascal skin?
It's absolutely happening.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So anything else?
What
that
about a
people are-
Mandalorian skin?
A Mandalorian skin would be pretty amazing. I don't quite think that they'd be able to get the
I don't
rights for
think
that.
that would work out, but
I think for me, my big hopes are obviously we're going to see some Ape Escape, some Patapon. I've been seeing
strange
people
list.
talking about PlayStation Vita coming to PS Now. You know, all of those hits.
that'd be pretty big.
So, I know this is for funsies, but Stretch, you led with this saying this is PlayStation's first big thing. Is PlayStation even gonna show anything at this? Like, I know they got their VR
That's true.
stuff, but like,
Didn't they say third party?
They did, and when I look at 2023, it's Square Enix is carrying PlayStation, right? Because it's like for sure there's 16.
Yep.
Maybe we get 7 Part 2. Like, yeah, we get Spider-Man, but it's like the Square Enix shot. Forspoken was January. That was a big deal with the marketing.
Yeah.
I mean,
So.
yeah. Well, I guess technically Square Enix is not first party, so that may be really what the strong go-to is at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That this could be a chance
May as well be
to
first
show off
party.
more.
Yeah, I'm wondering because I always love the technicalities of the announcement tweets for these things of like, okay, so what's possible with the way they worded it? They mentioned like games from partners.
Yeah.
One of the
That's
greatest
in it.
minds ever
Oh,
is a good old partner of PlayStation. One Hideo Kojima. Are we getting any Death
Yeah.
Stranding stuff today?
Do we know if
I hope
Keeley's
so.
showing up to this? Because I think
No.
that would probably be the make or break. If we're seeing Keeley,
Yeah.
then we're seeing Kojima.
we know
That's fair.
Summer Games Fest is coming. We know we'll see it there at least.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Something.
For sure. Got a new trailer with
true.
Guillermo. or
So,
somebody.
something you can't fucking understand that
Yeah.
nobody will know what it is. Will be there.
But like
Death Stranding VR.
maybe I don't know. Are
Ooh.
they still?
Oh,
I know they
shit.
bought the Jade Raymond studio, but is there any other like outstanding partnership they've announced that they haven't purchased yet that they could show something with that's kind of first party?
Well, I mean, I guess it's been a little bit since what's like I'm spacing their names.
I say, ironically, I don't think.
Souls.
Oh, Blue Point.
Yeah, there we go. Blue Point. I don't know. Been a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, there's where there are rumors of Blue Point, we're never too far away from rumors of Metal Gear Solid 3 getting a remake, or even the original getting a remake. We now know that that is not in, that's famously not in Kojima's hands anymore.
Yeah.
We've just had the 10th anniversary of Rising Revengeance. The time is ripe for a new or a
Could be.
remake.
Yeah, no, I'll say because Konami has recently talking about how much more money they're spending on games recently. We had all the Silent Hill stuff, obviously, that they're doing, but they're doing more than that too. They said so.
There was a report earlier today. I saw like VGC launched a podcast and they talked about some Metal Gear stuff on there about like that rumored Snake Eater remake.
Yeah.
But I know there was a little bit of smoke of like I think the remastered collection of like 2-3 Peace Walker is still not relisted. So maybe that could show up here because I know it was available on the Xbox Marketplace and PC, but it was never on PlayStation 4 or 5. So maybe they relist it after the show or something. I don't know.
That'd be interesting.
That could be something that they could very easily do a powerful drop to PlayStation Now. If they wanted to just be like, boom, go do it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. It's hard when we really only have 30 minutes to work with, right? Because 15 of this is for Kill Justice League.
And then 5 is VR stuff.
And 5 games we know are VR, so that takes up a good chunk of time. So I don't know. I low expectations, Scott.
Sony in their ability to rapid fire announcements, though.
Yeah, that's true.
That 5 PlayStation VR games could be a 30-second long hype trailer that shows off like Job Simulator, a day and date for Beat Saber, and like another bunch of like known VR quantities, but that are now coming to the platform.
Spider-Man VR.
They could do a Spider-Man VR. The last one was not good. We
recently Jacko reviewed that for us recently, and he liked a lot if that came to VR too. Apparently, that's pretty cool.
That was Iron Man VR, right?
Yeah, so I know they have an Iron Man. Maybe that could be one of them that's coming their way.
I still think it'd be cool to see like a Doctor Strange VR game, like the hand signals now. There's like hand tracking. That'd be really cool. But I mean, known quantities. We got that Resident Evil 4 coming up soon. I know we talked about this before we went live, but I think Resident Evil remakes have been doing great with their demos. I think it's almost like I'd be willing to bet we get.
Especially when it's like less than a month away now, right?
Yeah, like I think they're probably gonna end it. Be like, you can play it after the show, and then
something like that.
Cool. I learned this. I realized this the other day before we were doing the pre-roll for the TechRaptor podcast, but that I have only ever completed one Resident Evil game before.
That's right,
and it
didn't come up live. The only one.
Played through the entirety of it co-op with a mate in college.
God.
And I've like started a whole bunch of others.
That's like only playing Metal Gear Survive.
Well, that's funny. I think one of my friends that I used to do like content stuff with, I think his first Metal Gear game was Survive, and his first Fallout was 76.
That poor bastard. He's like, why do people like these franchises? They suck.
Yeah, but I mean, genuinely, because I played most of the Resident Evil games when the pandemic hit, like year 1. That was my binge series I did, and I did play 5 and 6 fully in co-op, and I had a blast with them multiplayer. But Stretch, you should play 2. You should really play 2.
6 is great co-op. A couple beers and just laughing at the sheer lunacy of what happens sequence to sequence.
The dinosaur.
Yes. Why not?
It's all good.
Yeah, no, I think that's a really good pull. I was joking in my intro, but I would seriously love to see Ape Escape return. If there's any franchise that I know could actually do a really good job with the haptic triggers.
That's a good point.
I reckon it would be the original. We're gonna use every part of this controller, like DualShock TM game. I think that Ape Escape would be great to see. We haven't seen one legitimately since PlayStation 2. Like questionable PSP, because there was a port of the original game that removed the DualShock features for some, because they didn't have a DualShock on the PSP.
Now, what if they do that, but it's for PSVR, using the tech of
that's
all
what I was
those
also
little
wondering.
buttons to catch the monkey?
Catching monkeys in VR would probably be a lot of fun. They could queue that up really nicely with a Metal Gear Solid 3 announcement as well, because they had a crossover back in the day as well.
That's true.
Yeah.
Remake that.
Yeah, we want Measle Gear Solid HD.
That's right. We want that in 4K. Oh man.
Just
any chance of Final Fantasy today? Any of them? There's like 30 of them that they got cooking.
It always seems like since it's not that far from 16, it's a good bet to see something, I guess. Although it wasn't that long ago, they just put out a trailer. So maybe not.
I think if there's anything that they show here, it will probably be like a rebump for that weird compilation game they're doing.
The Pixel remaster?
Oh, the 1 through 6 or something?
No,
Right.
the compilation of Final Fantasy VII that they're doing.
Oh,
Was that a mobile game?
Yeah.
Is that mobile only?
Well,
I
they
thought
could have
that
done it
was.
for consoles, maybe.
I guess they could, but I thought it was just an iOS and Android thing.
As
I
of
thought it
right
was
now,
like
it is,
Pocket. I thought it was like Final Fantasy 15 Pocket Edition that ended up being on everything anyway.
It probably
Probably,
will be.
yeah.
I don't know if they've said anything other than mobile yet, but
We'll have a minute silence for the first soldier.
I want to see Tactics.
I would love to see that.
I've never played
Tactics is, I think, to get off on Tactics, I think it's got one of the better stories Square Enix has had in a game.
it. That's what I hear. That's why I want to play it.
Yeah,
And I love Tactics games. So
I guess there's still that FF9 remake
yeah.
sitting around.
Oh god, that's full copium.
I know.
It was on.
It was
Nvidia
on
has
the
not been
Nvidia
wrong.
leak. And that's right. They've been on the
That's
money,
true.
man.
And
They've been on the
wasn't
money.
Titanfall 3 on there too? That was real until like 2 weeks ago, right?
I don't remember if that was on there,
I
but
think it might have been. I forget. Or something like that.
yeah, that's
Haven't we just heard that there was some Titanfall related stuff?
Yeah,
that
that's
got
what you're saying.
canceled?
It got
Yeah.
canceled
Yeah.
probably.
So at the time of the Nvidia leak, it was
They were
right.
right.
You know.
Did we know based on the Nvidia leak whether Final Fantasy IX was meant to be just like an updated port like we got with 12 Zodiac Age, or whether it's meant to be
I want to
like
say
a...
it said
I
remake
think
in
it
the
said remake,
placeholder.
Okay.
I think.
Because we got that the fast forward trophy support cheat code one on everything
Yeah.
already. So
Okay.
I wouldn't be surprised if Square does their own quote unquote E3 thing in June. That
Sure.
if they were to have that, it would be something then probably.
That's been
If
the
it were
funniest
to
thing
be exist.
with the announcement of like none of the big three will be at E3. It's like, well, Nintendo
Well,
hasn't
still.
been there for a while. Microsoft has been
Right.
kind of across the road. Sony's been doing their own thing.
Microsoft will be there because they're literally next door. The Microsoft Theater is
Yeah.
next door to the Convention Center.
like
And
you-
Nintendo's been there. Nintendo's been there every year. They were there last time.
any chance of Kingdom Hearts 4 if it's the Square Enix show?
We got to remember this is Sony.
I know.
We keep talking about Square Enix, but
I know.
I mean,
but
hey, what if this is where they announce the acquisition that everyone has known has been coming?
everybody's figured. Yeah, it's got to be around the corner. It seems around the corner. Although Sony, no way Sony's acquiring this while they're throwing up all that smoke about Activision Blizzard. What the fuck? They're waiting for that to die first.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
there's no
That's
way
gonna
that they're going
blow
to
over.
make any
Yeah.
strong power play
No
before.
way. No way.
I mean, Konami, I guess, could show one of those
I wouldn't be surprised. if
Silent
it's
Hills. Yeah, there's a lot of them.
the Silent Hill stuff, or like we mentioned, Metal Gear something or other.
Metal Gear Survive 2.
Bomberman.
Hey, we can hear zombies are hot again. Thanks, Last of Us.
Gonna get a Pedro Pascal skin for Silent Hill.
Just under a minute.
Maybe they'll announce another show coming to HBO from Sony. Jack and Daxter.
Anything that I'm like truly nostalgic for, like Spyro and Crash Bandicoot, are stuck with Activision anyway, so I can't
That's
even
true.
hope for them to be here.
Crash Team Rumble, they could show something with that.
Oh, the Wampa League?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the MOBA, the Crash MOBA.
Okay, looks like
Alright.
we're heading live in just a few
3,
seconds.
2, 1. I'm gonna crank the stream audio a little bit.
Awesome.
See who it is.
Do you think they close with Suicide Squad?
I was wondering, yeah, if I guess it's gonna be the beginning or the end. Yep. So it's PSVR2.
This business isn't real.
Yeah. Just saying, hey, this is out now.
Good luck buying it if you didn't pre-order.
I'm gonna mute this. I feel like this is gonna be a licensed nightmare.
Probably. Apparently, Resident Evil Village is really fucking cool in VR.
I'd believe
They
it.
did much cool stuff.
Man, I couldn't get through 7
Welcome
in
to our
2D.
first state of play
Hell
of
no, I am not
2023.
gonna touch
We've
those
got a lot
games
to
in
show you,
VR.
including an in-depth demo of Suicide Squad: Kill the Justice League. But first, PlayStation VR2 is finally here.
Odd
Let's dive right in with a look at 5
It's got a white
games
hat.
arriving on PlayStation VR2
Like a
this
card
year.
game?
I think card games in VR could be really cool.
Let's see how you do.
They are.
this
I had a
time.
lot of fun playing some early ones.
They did like Yu-Gi-Oh! I'd be into that.
Yeah.
That would be pretty rad.
Monsters coming out of the cards.
We
Yeah.
gotta work on
Yeah, that was
your
a super
focus.
indie production.
Distractions.
Jam.
They'll get you killed out there. Remember what we
Jeb?
shook on. Or
Jeb.
I guess we'll just have to keep this up.
This kind of reminds me of,
Not that I mind, of course.
what was that other
Let's try again.
deck building game?
Shall
It
we?
was kind of like an RPG. The cards would get played down and you'd move around the board accordingly.
Looks neat. That's one thing with PSVR2 that I've noticed that apparently it's been really bad on almost every other headset is that it does blacks really well. Like it actually gets black, not like a gray. So dark stuff is dark.
I have no clue what I just looked at.
Yeah. Hey, this is already out. Just kidding. It looked like Horizon for a second.
Oh, is this the island? No.
Turok?
Oh, this is the Greens?
Oh,
Survival game.
green forest or whatever. Green. I know what you're talking
Green
about.
Hell?
Green Hell, maybe.
Kind of tough to show this the League of Horizon.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Green Hell VR.
Yeah. Hold it. The point for me. I don't think that we're playing for points, but if we were, I'd be winning. Life is Strange VR colors.
Yeah. There is zooming through the VR segment, though. You were right.
I'm really wondering, yeah, how that movement works. Dude, you have force powers.
They have that fun locomotion system where you need to need to shake your hands to move.
Weirdly, that is like very intuitive and works.
Mm-hmm.
Like Synapse. Hasn't been a game called that already? Come on, there's got to be a game called Synapse somewhere.
There probably is.
It's a lot of 2023 VR stuff.
They said all this stuff was this year.
This may be hard to hear.
Oh,
The
this
Empire will fall.
looks familiar.
Our galaxy will be plunged into 30,000 years of chaos and war.
It's like another VR game that I had
We can't
reviewed
stop.
ages ago.
But there is a plan to save humanity.
Is sneaky hands in VR the equivalent of like the gamer chatter that we would normally see? Like no one's actually gonna be like gripping and peering around boxes.
So, will you fight for a dying empire? Or help us to reach
Stargate or
Foundation?
something?
Oh, Foundation. Okay. That's like that is Asimov's like big thing.
Okay.
They have the Apple TV show, TV series
You see that tower
about
out
it
there?
too.
Big scary one.
It's got
That's
man.
where I'm
Oh,
taking
this.
you to see the gatekeeper.
I already saw that listed on the
To
store.
be judged.
Space the name of it.
Your life. You're gonna show it to me. Just think back to the very beginning, the first thing that you can remember. Every time you blink, you're going to jump forward in time.
Oh, is this one of the games that uses the
Hey, you!
the
Over
eye
here.
tracking?
I hope it doesn't mean literal blinking because people blink a shit ton.
It's Chloe. Your neighbor.
Wait, is this before your eyes?
Only way
Yes,
to fight
that's what's
against
called.
it
Okay.
Yeah.
is to create a work of
Yeah, I remember
genius,
people were like
which might
really into
live on
that
after you're
a
gone.
couple of seasons back for Goaty stuff, and I was like, that sounds impractical.
Close your eyes now.
Yeah.
Keep
That
them
is a
closed.
lot of awards.
Yeah.
It's only a matter of time. You're ashamed of something.
It's a pretty looking
Something
game.
so terrible, you're trying to blink right past it. Now, the next time that you blink, I'm gonna send you back. And just try
I
to
already
enjoy
saw
it.
that on the store. So I was looking at all the VR2 games yesterday.
Yeah, March 10th.
That
2
was
weeks.
a sneak peek at some great upcoming games for PlayStation
That was
VR2.
all
Crazy how quick February goes.
Up next, Bungie gives us a stunning new look at
Oh, I guess we
Destiny
should have
2
thought of
Lightfall,
Destiny.
which launches on PS5 next week.
Okay.
I didn't see the launch trailer yet, unless this is the first time they're showing it.
I think that the trailer came out last week or something.
That was a teaser for it, I think.
Ah.
It was like 10 seconds.
The witness.
The malefactor of our
There's a witness now?
is at our doorstep.
The traveler, the darkness. A witness?
Because
We get it, you bait.
that fear is your failure.
Vanguard to all units. Keep the enemy away from the traveler at all costs.
Lance Reddick should be in more games
I agree.
and movies.
Lance Reddick deserves a second season of the Resident Evil TV show. He was so good in that.
I think he's in the new John Wick.
Yeah.
He's in all the John Wicks.
Oh yeah, I've only seen the first.
We know, babe.
Yeah, he starts showing up in the second once they start like teaching you more about the deep, gritty underbelly. Oh, that's cool.
The battle begins
I guess this is the new big bad.
Yeah, they've been teasing the witness for like 4 expansions now.
Damn.
They reveal them in Witch Queen.
Wish I could get into Destiny. It seems pretty rad.
It is, but I know it's impossible at this point.
Yeah.
I've stopped recommending it to people because
I got in too late, and then I was like, oh god.
yeah, it's worth it, but you gotta watch like a 4-hour video.
I'm not opposed to that.
I'll send it to you then.
Chia.
Yeah.
This game looks gorgeous.
And it's got like a million mechanics. It's like in
Yeah.
every game. There's no release date or anything on this yet, is there?
Oh, that's a great question.
I don't think there is.
Could see this be like it's coming to PlayStation Plus Extra when it launches.
We have releases in spring 2023. If you're interested in learning more about it, you can check out our multiple previews on TechRaptor.net.
Man.
Getting to seamlessly shift between animals looks so satisfying to do.
I thought it was pretty rad. Oh, there you go. March 21st.
Nice.
Next month. It's pretty good. I got quite a few things so far that are pretty close.
Chia is one of our most anticipated games, and it's launching into the PlayStation Plus game catalog
You were
in
right.
March.
1
Check
point
out
for you.
discount.
Speaking of PlayStation
Discount
Plus,
Jack
let's
Sparrow
take a look at
in the
what's
back
store
left.
next month.
Wish.com, Jack Sparrow.
Wow.
Minecraft Dungeons. Minecraft Dungeons.
Not to steal Stretch's thunder, but I believe you can play most of those games with a Game Pass subscription.
Yeah. Ghostwire Tokyo. One of these great Xbox games. Isn't it so nice that they're being so generous?
Our next game
I
is
didn't
from
see
Enhanced,
Call of Duty in
the
there anywhere,
creators
man.
of Tetris Effect
It's
and
true.
Res Infinite.
Tetris Effect.
Ooh.
I bought a VR for that thing. Oh, I forgot this was them.
It's like that scene in Soul.
The Pixar movie?
Yeah.
Oh,
Is
it's
that one of the-
Lemmings. No, it's kind of reminds me of Echo Chrome, the PSP game.
Don't know that one.
I've seen that one. I just haven't messed with it.
I love that you can really tell that they're still sticking with an audio vibe.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, they got lightsabers. That's pretty rad.
What the hell?
I don't know. This is giving me like really like big inside vibes.
It started giving me Lemmings vibes, and by the end of it, it's giving me Battle Simulator vibes.
Yeah.
Build your own thing?
Custom level creator, Goldie, the Golden Idol.
Hey, it's VR2 also. You play VR with it.
That makes sense.
I don't know. This thing looks wild. You made a big person out of a lot of people. Huh.
Cool.
Hey, demo.
I'll try a
Wait.
demo.
Yeah, that thing looks wild.
Oh my god, this thing.
Oh. I don't remember the name of this,
Is
but
it Volcano something?
maybe.
It's a rhythm game? I never got that vibe.
So,
Okay.
big day. class president's speech at the assembly, in light of the whole space rock,
It's
So
demise
long
of
Volcano
civilization
High.
thing,
Thanks, Tyler.
chosen theme feels odd.
Okay.
What's the theme?
there we go.
Using this year to
Yeah, this was at the PS5 reveal.
make an impact.
Yeah, perfect. Go with that.
The aesthetic of this is
Okay.
crazy.
You've come into this year kind of intense with the band stuff.
The band is important.
Yeah, why they make these dinosaurs so dummy thick though?
Said it was an emergency.
What with that?
And it is.
They know their audience. It's how it always is with like anthropomorphized animals or whatever. They're always like the graphic quality is insane. Seems- Or whatever the art style is always really strong.
Yeah. It's the Sonic
Weird how
effect.
everyone's acting like nothing is different.
Sonic.
To me,
I'm being
everything feels the same.
100% serious. There should be a study. I don't think you get this game without Sonic in the early 2000s.
There's only so much time we have left. How are we supposed to just be
It's
fine?
not a bad thing either. It looks neat.
Oh, I'm not talking shit about it at all.
Yeah.
But-
June.
I just think that's connected.
although Sonic fans are
Do you
degenerate.
think? So do you
Like
think
Farm
they'll
Nation.
actually kill all the dinosaurs at the end? Hey, Naruto.
That'd be nice.
Is this
Well, who's Boruto?
Oh
Is
Jesus!
that his evil?
Naruto cross Boruto
Identity?
Ultimate Ninja Storm Generations.
There's a lot of Naruto games.
Well, it's really just the one. This is CyberConnect 2 have been making the same Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm games since like the PlayStation 3 era.
Nice.
So this is the like arena fighters, not the adventure game, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Because we're friends.
Well,
Yeah.
they normally have some adventure elements to it, but yeah, it's a 3D anime fighter.
Because I've been watching Naruto very slowly, and I've always wanted to play a game, and none of them really stood out that are on PS4.
This is probably going to be the game that you want to play, especially if this is going to have everything all the way through Naruto Shippuden and Boruto. Like, I've fallen off Boruto, so I might pick this up to catch up.
Because I mean, I played the hell out of Kakarot, so I'm not opposed to a good anime game.
Sweet dreams. How about this?
Kakarot's also a game they've made 100 times.
That's true.
Every Dragon Ball Z game is. You gotta fight Raditz first, and then
This time it's an RPG.
yeah.
Raditz used to be the guy who had a combined 60 minutes of screen time, and now everyone knows his name with the number of times that you have to fucking fight him.
Killed him so many times.
This power, I will establish perfect
I
order.
probably have no idea who these people are. I'm still early.
My frail little
I know who Naruto is.
I know.
I can't remember who's the pink-haired lady. What's her name again?
Sakura?
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay, so they added some characters from
Captivating fantasy worlds await our
Boruto.
next two games.
Sure.
Fantasy Worlds?
Some kind of Final Fantasy
Baldur's
world.
Gate 3.
I'll tell you
Kind of surprised to see that.
True soul.
Would have been one I guessed.
My life was dismantled.
Oh, that's
piece
supposedly
by
still coming like
piece.
August, right?
I think so.
Like
And when I
supposedly,
tried
I
to
wouldn't be
buy it
surprised
back,
it gets
cost me
delayed, but
everything. I must finish what I started. Death's design will be complete.
Discover
very
I feel like I know that VO.
yeah, I was trying to figure out who it is. I think it's an actor. I don't know if he's a voice actor.
I mean, we knew that a console version was coming for Baldur's Gate 3, right?
I mean, if they didn't announce it, it was 100% happening.
Yeah.
It happened for the Divinity games.
And like,
Oh, that sounds like J.K. Simmons. That's why I think it sounds familiar.
Ketherick is a frightening man, but you have something he doesn't. Allies worth having.
Together, we will strike down the absolute.
ooh, multiplayer.
Split screen is interesting.
Certainly a choice.
Yeah.
Bow before me. Bow before the absolute. Bow.
I'm pretty sure that's J.K. Simmons.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
If it's not, it's always sounds super like him.
Yeah.
Welcome to
Wayfinder,
yeah, this
an
thing.
online multiplayer adventure for you and your friends. It's all set in
Forgot it's
Evermore,
being made by
a gorgeous but fallen world. You'll control
You're right.
chaos
Syndicate.
through Wayfinders. Meet Senja, who likes to get up close and personal, and Silo, who fights with both firepower and fast
Oh,
reflexes.
Senja.
And Wingrave slices through the fray while also supporting the group.
So is
With
this
another victory under our belts,
like
let's
a
head to Skyrim,
live service
our social
game
hub.
MMO kind of thing,
You'll turn
or
into new weapons
I
and
don't know. It's like, it
wayfinders.
was one of those.
You
It's
can
like,
also
oh man,
explore
it's
dungeons called
the
Lost
art style's
Zones that you can
super
modify
close to
and
WoW.
mutate for a greater challenge. Lost
like
Zones
WoW
are where
with
you and
guns.
your friends will team up to complete quests.
So it's like
fight
WoW?
loot, and hunt bosses.
That's what
like this
StarCraft
Titan.
was.
We're excited to bring
man, they said
Wayfinders Beta
explore fantasy
exclusively
worlds,
to
and I was
PlayStation,
not
and you can sign
expecting
up for the chance to play it
Baldur's
early
Gate in
now.
this.
Thanks for watching.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, airships. You already said that. Airship Syndicate's the battle chaser guy.
Play the beta
We've
next
got
week.
big updates on 2 highly anticipated Capcom games.
Capcom.
Starting with the debut of 3 new characters for Street
Oh,
Fighter 6.
okay. Should have thought of Street Fighter
Yeah,
6.
that's that was on the bingo card. Forgot about that.
I should have been looking at that when we were talking.
Yeah.
I looked at it yesterday.
Oh,
I can't believe he's in Street Fighter 6.
oh man, that's my favorite Wreck-It Ralph character.
That's right. Is he a bad guy?
I mean, this is right after Tekken announced that Kazuya was going to be a character, so I think it's been a pretty slow week for fighting game
Have they
announcements.
announced Chun-Li yet? Is she coming?
Yo, I heard that there was a fat leak that Ryu's going to be in this one.
What?
Yeah,
Got the
pretty
beard
big
still?
stuff. Hot off
he
the
was
presses.
he was teased. He was like as thick as fucking Zangief here.
Yeah. dude bulked up.
Yeah.
My beautiful body is built better.
Never change Zangief.
I call upon you, great
I don't know who she is.
I've never really been into Street Fighter, but everything they're showing with a single player in this is very interesting to me.
Yeah.
Like the build your own legacy kind of thing.
Yeah.
And this weird open world to run around in.
Yeah.
What the hell?
It speaks to me.
Is she a new character? She's been around. I don't know Street Fighter super well.
It looks like Lily was at least leaked back in October.
Wait, didn't a bunch of them get leaked?
I thought the whole roster leaked.
I want to say the
That's
whole
something
thing.
else.
Yeah, we've got Lily gameplay hints as of October 27th, 2022. This may be her announcement trailer, though.
She gets shown off the first time. So her name's Lily.
But not the one we're looking for.
No, Jill Valentine.
Cammy's British?
That's what I was going to say. I didn't know that.
Yeah, isn't she a green beret or whatever?
Oh, well, she's always wearing... Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was red.
It is red. I never would have guessed she's coming to this either. Big surprise. Must be nice if they have, like, you know, somewhat large roster where you're like, yeah, we can just kind of slow drip these announcements for a while.
Yeah. It says a
That'd be
date,
cool
right?
thing.
Another mission awaits.
That's a cool thing with a lot of fighting games, how they just keep building up No one ever's like, we're gonna hit this number and we're gonna stay comfortably here.
Yeah. June. Oh yeah.
That's a really cool.
That's right. It was going to be the big, they're the main thing at Evo this year. And it was right after.
You see, we are all connected through the holy body. When you need only accept the sacred gift.
Ready for?
Christ! Like she did.
He looks good.
Temperance, child.
I've taken the liberty of preparing some entertainment for you.
Ah, the entertainment.
Without further ado, the gallant knight protects the princess fair.
It was the Demogorgon, man.
The cannons, dude.
I'll make it cheap for you.
Move!
Is it always like this with you?
They look so
How about
good.
you open fire instead of your mouth?
Long time no see.
Major Krauser? Why?
You can't save her. You can't save anyone.
I'm seeing people in the TechRaptor chat popping off about how good the Ganados look and how Luis hanging out with you is awesome, and I'm just like, yup.
Thanks.
Resident Evil.
I don't. Nobody has been like. This has got to be the blueprint for how to remake a series in the future. Or like do remakes.
Oh yeah.
100%. They're showing too much now.
We got Donkey Kong.
Hell yeah. They look so fleshed out too. And there's way more Luis.
Ah, yes, the time has come.
I keep seeing people joking whether they will or will not bring back the mech. Is there a mech in this game too?
This game has everything.
It's a perfect video game.
I look forward to playing it for the first time.
It has to
Demo,
be different.
please.
Gotta be one.
Oh, don't show them. Okay.
Well now, time to cause some mayhem.
No demo. Maybe. Coming soon.
Okay. I'll take it.
They weren't
How
ready
soon?
to commit to a date, apparently.
Well, I mean, there's only like what, a month until the game comes
Yeah,
out.
that's what I mean.
right?
So it's got to
Pink
come out
Sharks and
soon.
Captain Boomerang against the world's
Okay,
greatest
and
DC
on to
superheroes. In
Suicide
this
Squad
extended
Kill the
look
Justice
at
League.
Woo!
Let's see how this
Hoping
goes.
for
Kill the
the
Justice League.
best.
Let's hear from
What we
developer
all
Rocksteady
we're waiting
Studios.
for. Can't tell me about all the currencies, man.
Hi everyone, my name is Darius Tadarian, and I'm
You
the
got your
CEO
boomer
and director
bucks,
at Rocksteady
and you're-
Studios. Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League is the next installment in the Arkhamverse and will be releasing this May. It is a third-person action shooter set 5 years after the events of Batman Arkham Knight.
So it is in the
Metropolis has been invaded,
Arkhamverse?
and you're going in as the Suicide Squad members Harley Quinn, King Shark, Deadshot, and Captain Boomerang
Joker's
to face
dead,
off against
man.
the ultimate
He's
threat,
fucking dead.
a corrupted Justice League. The team has been hard at work at creating the best possible game experience for our players, and we're very excited to share more as part of this state of play. Today, let's take a brief look at one of the missions in our game. The Flash has been corrupted by Brainiac,
Kill him.
and as the Suicide Squad, you'll need to work together in up to 4-player online co-op to stop the Flash.
I think
and
they
rescue Lex
like
Luthor in
altered
the
his
process.
model to look like Ezra
Enjoy.
Miller, so people are happy about killing him.
Oh, Jesus. That's dark, dude.
Let's bust something up.
They gotta convince you that the Justice League's bad. He's pretty bad. Or they's pretty bad. Whatever. They're pretty bad.
Oh, you know what? Hold on
That
a
doesn't
sec.
look like him.
Hello, Brainiac. Is it happening now? Great. You will have Luthor ASAP. Good news! You want Luthor, all you have to do is come and get him.
Oh yes, that's how we know it's a superhero thing. There's a laser beam from the sky.
Task Force X, what the hell was that?
Flash is alive.
And he has Luthor.
One damn thing at a time. That artillery is gonna wreak havoc on our front line. If there's a snowball's chance in hell you can destroy it, I expect you to, no matter the cost. Are we clear?
Yeah. Where the snowball?
Time to light them all up.
Incoming Ollie!
Fuck, she's swinging off of.
Out of my way.
Doesn't matter. Don't think about it.
Hold my beer, guys. Let's dance.
Quippy.
There's a drone that's constantly circling her, and it knows exactly where she's gonna shoot.
Makes sense.
That's gonna leave a mark.
Batman made it for her.
Focus our fire on this tank. Why do we never get reinforcements? Thunder upon this tank. Spot you, mate.
So are we watching multiple people play, or you hot swap
Multiple, I
each
think.
player?
It's confusing, but I think they're swapping between character, like perspectives, not
showing off 4 people playing the game.
Well, you can hover there a while.
Why do you gotta manually aim as Deadshot? Wouldn't that you just canonically have a aim hacks?
True.
I'm very impressed with how high up in the air every character seems to continuously be.
Yeah, I don't know. This is giving me really heavy Saints Row vibes for some reason.
Yeah, Saints. It's probably all the purple.
Maybe it's the purple, but even just the jumping high in the air, these weird platforms.
It does feel very Saints Row.
For sure, that's a great comparison.
I don't know, if they lean into just the insanity of moving and doing crazy shit, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Like Sunset Overdrive meets Saints Row.
Yeah.
My only concern was that, you know, the characters would feel a bit too samey if they're all just like, they all have machine guns now.
And they all kind of fly around the same.
Yeah.
There is a fucking drone. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Yeah, you were right. She just has a drone that she.
I respect it. I respect it.
I like that they had the thought, like, well, someone's gonna fucking ask.
Yeah. There's context.
It's kind of weird that Captain Boomerang relies on his gun so much.
Yeah. I mean, like, from what they're showing so far, it looks like Deadshot probably feels the best to play.
Rescued the guy. Why does he look so weird? This guy looks like he's from Saints Row.
So, how'd the whole taking down the Flash thing go?
Still in play? Now get out of my way. I have work to do.
Looks that guy.
They got Marlon Brando to do Lex Luthor.
We've got an interrogation to get back to. Hey. You think I'm just gonna let you walk away? And tell these guys everything you know? You think they can stop us? Pathetic.
Pathetic? At least I'm not a big hero turned stooge for a spaceman.
Okay, Boomerang.
Aw, okay, Boomer.
Oh, shit.
Surprisingly, something I didn't consider much for the past several years is them like actually fleshing out the Justice League in this game.
Flash, how do I stop
So that could be
this?
fun.
Yeah. No.
Please, tell me
Wonder
how.
Woman is not corrupt yet.
Oh, cool.
You gotta tell the truth, man.
You have to kill us, Diana.
Oh shit.
We have to die to save the world.
Harley just smiling. I don't know. Since they announced this, the idea of a all-out fucking fight against Superman does sound pretty rad.
Suicide
Yeah,
Squad
I mean, if
Kill
they're
the
committed,
Justice
it
League
seems like they're
arrives on
committing to it
PS5
now.
and
Yeah,
Thing.
I hope
like,
so.
That was the other fear.
Rocksteady Studios
Yeah.
has even more to share today. Let's listen in.
Imagine the horror they could do with like a Batman fight too.
Well, and this will be
Show me what you
the
got.
lost voicing from
That's right, Kevin Conroy's last.
Yeah, from Kevin
as
Conroy's,
Batman. It's true.
Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League is an extension of the Arkhamverse, and it's really about now reframing the story and telling it from the villain's point of view.
Where are we going and who are we killing?
It's a mixture of lots of the things I hope the fans like about Rocksteady, but like a whole massive chunk of new stuff that they've never seen before. We've always seen Batman's perspective on this world, and we thought it'd be really fun and enjoyable to see this universe, but through the eyes of the villains. We're picking up the story 5 years
It does kind of make you question about how everything went so bad at Gotham throughout the Arkham
We're all
games.
seeing that thing, right?
It's like, well,
Brainiac
why
has
didn't
invaded
Superman
Earth
help
and
at
is
all?
this huge threat overlooking Metropolis.
Yeah, other shit going on, dude.
Yeah, that's
Taken
always
over
the
Metropolis
superhero
City.
thing. I remember
The
Iron Man
Justice
3
League
came
are there
out,
to
and I was
try
like, where was
save the
Hulk?
city. But Brainiac has
Yeah.
captured and brainwashed them and
Yeah,
turned
shit
them
going
against
on.
the very people they've been sworn to protect.
The Green Lantern fight's gonna be nuts.
I love that. Oh fuck, it's Superman. That's the reaction you're supposed to have. Like, fuck, we can't do anything.
What we've created is a classic Justice League, but with the sense that there's something wrong with them.
They are now doing Brainiac's bidding, and Amanda
Good
Waller
looking Superman.
scrambles to try to remedy this and essentially save the Earth. And she recruits four
Didn't know that
lovable
John Oliver
characters
worked at
into
Rocksteady.
fighting the Justice League in an effort to reclaim the Earth and thwart Brainiac's plans.
Your new mission is to
Oh, I can't. What's her name? She's in a lot of games now.
Deborah
The
Wilson.
members of the Suicide
Yeah,
Squad
that's right.
are Harley Quinn,
She's in a ton of
Captain
shit.
Boomerang,
Yeah.
Deadshot, and King Shark.
Harley Quinn is definitely the most acrobatic.
I can't believe
of
there's
the
a
crew.
fucking
She's
girl.
always moving. She's always going through the
I gotta buy the game now.
controlled way.
Day one.
The feeling of
Just 'cause of
swinging,
that.
the momentum and the kind of physicality of it, and trying to keep that momentum going and use that to go over buildings or swing under
We can do
bridges. and
Spider-Man
chain that
too.
into kind of
Yeah.
the grapple mechanic that she's got. It just feels.
Hey, if Harley Quinn's Spider-Man now, that's main.
I'm a freaking superstar.
Deadshot has the iconic Deadshot look, but with a Rocksteady twist. He's got a real swagger to him, and in this game he can
What is
also
a
hover with
Rocksteady
his
twist?
jetpack. He's super precise. He uses sniper
built like a brick
rifles,
wall.
assault rifles, and pistols, and they all fit with his sort of the fantasy of playing as Deadshot as this master assassin.
Are you on Team Waller or Team Get the Hell Out of This Mess?
King Shark, to me, as a person, is, well, as a fish, is this incredible character who's super well-read and super well-to-do, and I'm sure could smash an operatic performance.
Actually, I'm the son of a god.
They got
It is
Samoa
my
Joe
shame
on
to
him,
suffer mortals
which is
in their
incredible.
buffoonery.
But also doesn't really know simple words or simple things that are going on.
Oh, they gave him like
In
more
terms
of his
combat, he is a
his
brute.
origin.
A tank character. He can
Yeah.
take more damage. His abilities all lean
Makes sense.
into
I
the
mean,
fact
you're
he
gonna
wants to
spend a
get
lot of
in
time with him.
close and personal. He's the fastest melee character.
Captain Boomerang's got his Speed Force Gauntlet that he can use together with his boomerang. He can throw it to any point in space and Speed Force to that point along the walls, along the floor, and get wherever he wants to go.
You can use that
what?
to get up close. Dodge around in mid.
They just gave Captain Boomerang the Speed Force.
He doesn't want to stick around.
Don't worry, guys. I'm here.
One of the most exciting parts that connects our game to the DC lore are the support squad.
Piss off, widow.
You have Penguin, the arms stealer,
You're
Penguin's
making
the-
guns for us now,
He's just
Birthday.
shopkeeper.
but also some
That's
new faces.
great.
Hack, who is a digital ghost that is helping the
Get your
squad
dailies.
both navigate the world, but also upgrade their neck bombs.
That's a big adrenaline spike on a nice
Too
bomb
bad
sending
Joker's
out.
dead. He probably would have been pretty rad in this.
Toyman, who's helping the squad with perfecting gear. And then finally we have Gizmo, who is helping the squad with insane vehicle creations.
It's a
that
fucking
blow
gnome from
shit
WoW.
up.
Metropolis is your playground. You're going to get to meet different characters, different villains, and you really get to see these cool, iconic locations.
being the city of tomorrow kind of.
I guess I didn't consider this as in Metropolis. Yeah.
City, which is very dirty. It's always
So
raining, and that
is it
contrast
open
with like a
world or
city
no?
that's very grand. It's very clean.
Is
it's
this
very
going to be?
functional.
Well, I mean,
the huge difference between Metropolis and Gotham is that
Seems
Metropolis
to
really
be.
acknowledge and really trust Superman. So there is a lot of statues to thank Superman for everything.
one of
he's
them
done
going to be
for
like
the city.
You're getting
defacing
to see
Superman
Metropolis
stuff?
through the villain's eyes. You're getting to experience this world and traverse through this world as the villains.
Greetings, Metropolis!
So the core ability that everything wraps around in Suicide Squad is your traversal. How that works with combat is you're chaining your combat moves together with those
Traversal does
traversal
look kinda
moves.
fun.
And the combat encounters are all designed to push and pull you around the environment
least
in a
compared to what I
battlefield
saw
that's
in
constantly
Gotham Knights.
changing. Working out how to use all your different weapons, your guns, your melee attacks, and how to use them all to your best advantage to control the chaos
The hell are
and come out
those?
victorious.
What's
What's awesome about gunplay is the variety. So
I
there's
already
6
forgot the
core
Gotham
types of
Knight,
weapon
like,
families.
happened.
You've got assault rifles, SMGs, sniper rifles, shotguns, miniguns, and pistols. There's added variety from weapon manufacturers.
There's LexCorp weapons, there's GCPD weapons, there's ArmorTech weapons.
So that's our
Later
gear.
on in the game, we also have gear sets. The gear sets are villain themed. For example, if you have a Bane gear set and you trigger his buffs in the game, some of it will have the Bane drums and you'll be like Bane and like boom, 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 and then there's like green smoke and you trigger all kind of effects. So you're basically taking the
She's
essence
loving
of
this.
the
I'm
villain
kinda
and
into
bringing
that.
it into the game.
Each character has a power level in the game that we call gear score.
Power
as you
level.
acquire new gear in the game,
yeah, there
your
it
gear
is.
score goes up. And as that number goes up, it means that you can take on much harder missions. As
Woo!
part of this progression journey,
Best parts
you
of
will
games
unlock
right
more
here.
and more builds,
The
more and
numbers,
more
all
ways
the
to
little
customize your
numbers
character
that
to
go
really
up.
fit the way you want to play.
Every firearm in our game is upgradable. So in Suicide
It's not even
Squad
like
Kill the Justice
DPS
League,
is
you're gonna
like
get
10,
lots of
100,
choice to
whatever, but it's
use
like
the weapons that you
8,000.
need,
8,000.
to complete your missions.
Otten, you were totally right.
You will be able to customize your
General
squad
Kethric
to be
Thorm
whatever you
in
like.
Baldur's Gate
You
3
can wear
is J.K.
whatever
Simmons.
you want,
Figured.
any of the
Yeah,
outfits. You
that's-
can be
that's
running
pretty
around
sure.
in your asylum jail
Cool.
outfit
I love J.K.
and still
Simmons
have
as
like
voice
the best
actor.
gear score ever.
Our game is a 1 to 4 player co-op experience, which means that all the missions in the game have been designed to support solo play, playing with a friend, 2 friends, or 3 friends.
Why not 4
For the
friends?
single player fans, you can play it in single player with bots filling in the
Well,
role of the
'cause
squad,
then
so
that
you
would mean
still
that
feel
it's a
like part of the
5-player
team,
game.
And you can switch them if you want. I'm try King
What?
Shark now. Or
Well, if
say,
you're
"Oh,
playing
Harley
with
will be
3
available for
friends,
mission."
then that's 4 people
Oh,
playing.
play with 3. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't
But
play
if you
with
really
4
wanna
friends
tear
because
it
then
up,
you would have
go
to
in with
just
a
kind of
full
sit there and
team
watch.
to experience the full mayhem the Suicide Squad has to offer.
Maybe
And you
someone
get to
plays
really
as Harley's
experience the
drone.
dynamics between how you can all play
That'd be
together
so
in different play
frustrating.
styles in order to
Fuck,
take
sorry, I
on
missed.
Brainiac and the Justice League.
All the fun is right
There's your
here.
When the
fifth player
story
right
is
there,
done,
Wonder
the
Woman. She's
experience doesn't end
uncorrupted.
there. Rocksteady will continue its
That's the
legacy of
DLC
supporting the
guarantee.
game after it's launched.
We're going to deliver lots of new content to our players. We're going to have new playable characters, new weapons, and
Oh,
new
wow.
missions. For players who like to customize their looks, we'll offer a battle pass that only contains cosmetic items.
I'm
This
not
will be
buying
so
into
much
this.
for players to
That's-
enjoy.
Just picture
There was a
it.
battle pass
Harley
announcement.
Quinn
It's
kills
Avengers
the
They talked-
Justice League.
Full
Yeah.
on live
Story
service.
games, if you like RPG elements,
Not
if
buying
you
it.
like co-op games, if you like customizing your characters, if you want to play as a badass, this game kind of has it all.
It's
Not enough
very
games let you play as
fast-paced,
badass.
It's really colourful.
There's not many of
it's
those.
loud and unapologetic and in your face, and it's going to be really, really fun.
Hey, Metropolis! Do you like live executions? Well, don't touch that dial, or I'll break your fingers.
Justice League is cooler as villains.
Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League arrives on PS5 later this year. We'll be back with more announcements soon. Thanks for watching.
Well,
And there we are.
that was that. I cannot wait to see Activision Blizzard, that whatever that lady's name is, tweet about how this does something with the deal. This matters
Jesus
somehow.
Christ.
This will factor in somewhere.
So, what was the vibe check on that, guys?
That's fine.
Yeah.
I feel like I had the right expectations for it.
Yeah, like there's been worse state of plays. There's been one better one, and it was the one that revealed RE4 and Street Fighter last year.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it's one of those where it's like, oh, they're obviously paying us to do this really long Kill the Justice League thing, so we better do something alongside it.
Yeah.
Kind of feeling.
Yeah. The RE4 trailer looked amazing. I was already super excited for that game. That's going to be top 2 at the end of the year for me. And I don't think it's going to be 2. So like I'm looking forward to that game a lot. But glad we're getting a demo on that soon. If that's tomorrow or like next week, I don't know. But like,
I mean, it'll be soon because the game's a month away. So
yeah. And as far as Suicide Squad is concerned, I put a lot of time into Avengers, so I'm open to the promise of a game like this. I've been very worried about it so far. And based on what they showed today, I feel like, well, now I know what the game is, like, actually. So I can expect it to be what it's going to be and probably have fun with it, so.
I'm still not entirely sure I know what the game is. Like, I've seen what a
Me neither.
single mission structure is. And like, yeah, so like, you know, the small picture, like zoomed in gameplay of it, I now know what looks like, but kind of like what connects those elements, what else there is to do in the game. Is there open world? You know, will there be like fun traversal moments with friends exploring the city? Or is it just going to be like a diving into missions via like a map interface?
So combining what they just showed with that leak from a couple weeks ago, I'm 99% sure it's the latter of you have a map, you have missions that take place in dedicated parts of the city, very similar to Avengers, where it's like, yeah, there's New York, but it's like New York region A, B, and like kind of Jersey City, and then like every mission you can do takes place in one of those areas.
Yeah.
So that's the vibe I got based off of the fact that it was like loading into a mission thing on the UI that leaked, and then seeing all of that and talking about mission based and seeing heavy cinematic stuff between like these multiple characters. It's Avengers.
Okay.
I'm pretty confident saying it is just Avengers, but with Rocksteady doing it with DC characters, and could probably be better. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see how it goes. That's for sure. Definitely, like I'm sure that people will. It's not that people will not be playing it. I just think that there are probably a lot of very vocal people online who will also be quite skeptical going into that experience.
It's I don't know. It's strange to me with these companies where it's like Crystal Dynamics, pretty well known for making a kind of game the last decade or so, and then they didn't make that kind of game.
Yeah.
And the same with Rocksteady, pretty well known for making a particular kind of game, and now we're gonna have you do this, not single player thing.
The thing that concerns me with it, just looking at what happened with Avengers, right, is I think Crystal made a really strong campaign for that game. Like all the single player story stuff.
I think single player stuff was fun.
Really, really fun, really good.
Yeah.
And I think what's there for the single player stuff in this game, with all the cinematics, all the like portrayals of the greater DC universe, it's probably also going to be great. But like when it flips that switch of like, okay, you beat it, now play it for 300 hours, I think that's probably where it's going to have a lot of issues like Avengers did. So
I mean, if they are talking about like more characters joining, that could be interesting. But then, you know, if you've already played all of the single player story, if they then introduce a new character after that, like how much are they also going to have to do to make you invested in spending the time leveling up or whatever that character, getting their numbers higher?
Yeah, hopefully they'll learn. I mean, I didn't play a ton of Avengers after the campaign. I tried to, but it was just like, man, it was all more or less the same maps with the same objectives, and they just weren't engaging enough. I don't know how. I don't know. With a game like that, it's kind of tough to figure out to me.
Because you also have the problem of like with dropping new characters. They did this early on, but then quickly, I think because of a number of reasons, including like just game development timelines.
Yeah.
You need to have story content with them. you need to have replayable story content when the characters drop. So like if they do a world where like if they're planning for that at Rocksteady and they're like, okay, we'll do like a Deathstroke pack, we'll do a Bane pack and like one other thing, it's like, okay, that's achievable. Avengers was that promise of like this is going to be years and years and years of hero after hero after hero at a fast clip. They're all going to have their story things, and like, yeah, that did not work out. So,
yeah.
Going back further, we've spoken a little bit about Resident Evil 4 remake. Anything else that you guys want to say on that other than looking forward to playing it? It looks good.
Looks pretty rad.
Excellent. We had the 3 announcements for Street Fighter 6. 2 of them very known entities, Zangief and Cammy, and then Lily, a newcomer. We've got Wayfinder, the bright game that we could not quite tell if it was live service or not, but that has the open beta coming out next week. So if you're interested in that, you can hop right into it. Baldur's Gate 3 with J.K. Simmons, some nice D&D action. Goodbye Volcano High. That looked, for those that are like wanting that kind of chill narrative adventure, I reckon that will be a really fun. I love how much music is getting involved in video games in a non-diegetic way. That they're really, we've seen it with Hi-Fi Rush, games like Beat Saber, and like other rhythm games have absolutely dominated. That looks pretty fun. That's out June 15th. Before that was Humanity.
Looks weird.
Like weird puzzle game.
I'll play that.
I'll try the demo, yeah.
And then we had Chia, Destiny, and the VR titles. How do you feel as a new owner of PSVR2? How do you feel with that?
They looked okay. I don't know. Nothing was really super wow to me, but yeah. No, I was hoping for some stuff that we'd already that already existed. We know is good. No Half-Life Alyx makes me sad.
Yeah, that's gonna kind of be. That will probably be the next golden thing for the PSVR.
They have to be having Cox be like, come on, man, like let's have this. Come on.
Excellent. So, any final thoughts before we wrap up? How about this on a letter scaling, A to E? Where do we think this is?
C plus.
I think it's a C.
No, I was also going to go C.
Okay,
I think
so
it's pretty. It was all right. I think we knew what it was going to be when it's like, oh, a third of it's dedicated to this one game.
I'm just reading Twitter here. Crackdown 3 is also something that people on Twitter are getting from
That's
Suicide
not what you want to be
Squad.
compared to. But yeah, I think it's just I think it's one of those years where it's going to be just a quieter year for Sony in terms of their releases because they had a bunch of stuff recently, and like we were saying before, Square is kind of carrying the torch for them this year. So
Yeah, nothing Square. That was definitely a surprise.
Yeah.
But I'm sure that they will have a lot more to show about that closer to the time frame of the year with which we used to refer to as E3.
What's crazy is there's a lot of June video game releases. Usually there's not much.
Yeah.
Like there's one game maybe, and it was always like some random Nintendo game.
Yeah.
Felt like. Now there's a shit ton in June.
Excellent. Well, thank you everyone for enjoying and for watching us chat about this big PlayStation 2023 State of Play. If you're interested in checking out more of the latest news as we break down and kind of type up what we've been talking about today, you can head over to TechRaptor.net. We've also got all kinds of games and tabletop news, reviews, and more. Do we have anything?
Monday morning, we'll be doing another reaction to...
Oh, yes, and join us next Monday as we react to Pokemon Day. There should be a video up now or coming up soon where Chris and I... Tomorrow. A video coming up tomorrow where Chris and I chat about what our predictions will be for that. A lot of copium in that, so come and make fun of us for all of the things that we're going to incorrectly predict. But until then, catch you all next time. Have a good one.
Bye.